Well, hello guys on YouTube. How are you guys today? But today, I want to talk to you guys today about the color codes of electrical wiring in the United States of America. It's a very simple process here, guys. It's not that hard. But notice I have two different types of cables here. One is in a armored steel jacket, and one is just in a plain rubberized jacket, coating wise. But it's really no difference here, guys. You do the exact same thing. You can use this in a business or you can use this in a home. It doesn't much matter as long as you have the proper size type of breaker to use with these type of wires. That is totally safe and also a method you can use. But today, the reason why I have these two different types of cables, one is more expensive than the other. You pay a little bit more extra for the armored style cable versus the Lomex style cable. But they do the exact same. Okay? Here we have this one. This one is the armored cable. It has two conductors, one ground, 14 gauge wire. And the Lomex cable right here is 12 2 gauge wire, two conductors, and also one ground. If you guys can notice in the back, I have a 20 amp circuit right there, and I got a 15 amp circuit over there on the wall. But those are older circuit breakers. Those are not going to be used for anything. They've just been discontinued just out of extra here in the house, but they're not really usable. But I can if I wanted to. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Talking about these guys, about how easy this is for everybody can understand the color code of these types of different wires. But it's really no difference. They do the exact same here, guys. I mean, it's no difference. Let's bring the armored shielded cable up. You guys can see this is armored. This is a steel cable. You'd have to use some type of a cutter to cut this armored cable because it's so thick with steel. Now these are the cutters I'm talking about. Here you have the neutral wire, is your return wire, that's like white as snow. We actually have a green ground cable. This is like the green grass outside. This is for earthing. And we have your power wire, your hot wire here. Can kind of fry a marshmallow or something like that. You guys can see this is all 125 volt wire. This is what you use typically in a electrical panel, and it's a very good type of wire to use. But this is 14 gauge. Notice the thickness of the wire. Very thin. Okay? This is for a 15 amp breaker or a 15 amp outlet to use. Now, this wire does the exact same. This is 12 2 gauge wire. It has the exact same cutters. Is that it has the black is like black marshmallows, neutral your return line, and that's the white as snow. And we got a bare copper grounding conductor in here for earthing to your panel or to the earth. This is a needle and a little bit more heavier gauge wire for 20 amp load and 20 amp circuit. But it's really no difference of these type of cables at all. These two cables do the exact same thing. Alright guys? Now let's bring up this little guy. This is called a outlet. This is a 15 amp outlet, 125 volts. You guys can notice on this side we got the long side, that's your neutral, and this little smiley face is your ground. This side with the shorter side is your hot. Okay, you guys can see. We flip it over here, neutral, ground, and flip it over here, hot, on these two legs over here. And this middle tab here, on two of these here, this is your ground as well. On the back, we got these absolutely disgusting push-in connectors. Do never ever use these connectors on the back of the outlet. This would typically go with a 14 gauge wire. If I had a 20 amp plug, I would put it here, but I do not have one. But that's very simple. You just gotta know on which cables have the exact same wiring. They do the exact same. Okay, they give you power, they give you oath, they give you the protection you need. Okay, because one, it's more expensive than the other. You can use these both in a business or in a home as well. Again, it's no difference. No difference here, guys. Because you guys can see, here is the wire. Okay? Neutral, ground, and the power wire. Black is your hot. Now, the reason why these cables are really no difference. One just has a green sheathing on the ground. That doesn't mean this is a very different type of a cable. It just means it's a little bit more stronger and a little bit more rugged and a little bit more heavy duty than the actual more flexible cable like this one, because this is a littlized sheathing on this style cable. It's no difference. I don't see why we need to use different type of cables in homes or business, because these actually do the exact same thing. I got news for you. We actually have a armored cable downstairs in the garage with the electrical panel. It's the same thing here, guys. It's the same thing. Same stuff. It's very interesting to understand what's the more important type of wires to use. The code is very simple. Gives you two conductors and one ground. If you actually have a 14 type cable, that's what this is, and this is 12 gauge. If you even have a 240 amp circuit, you would have actual 4 cables inside of that sheathing as well. Alright guys, I'm not going to talk too much about these type of cables. That's about it. Simple. 2 power wires. One's a return wire and one's a oath. That's it. Very simple. Alright guys, if you are brand new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment down below. Please like, please share. Peace out. Bye guys. We'll hopefully see you in the next vlog.